and girls, babies in your diapers. Welcome to the Tiberius Show with your host, Tiberius Boy.
That's me, Tiberius. Today, we're going to talk about some very awesome stuff. We have an interesting video going to talk about, a book about time travel, my bonus score report, and we got a totally awesome guest. The one, the only, the amazing Sofie Nubani. Sofie is the co-founder of the Laughter Mindset, where she uses laughter to help people.
Oh, what an awesome and beautiful introduction. Thank you for having me here.
Oh, no worries. Today, I'm going to start off with the video game of the week, and this is going to be super powerful.
Ooh, cool beans.
And now it's time for the video game of the week.
Today's video game is Super Power Training Simulator. So this is a game on the Roblox platform. It was made by the State of Mind. Because it is on Roblox, you are able to play it on PC, Mac, Xbox, and even your cell phone. And it is free. So this is a different kind of simulator game. So you are training to be a superhero or a villain.
Ooh.
So you start off on the city streets with a yellow arrow pointing at a guy. So you go there, and when you get close, he gives you a quest. You were told to punch a rock. That is correct. Instead of punching bad guys, you are punching rocks. See, each time you do, you'll level up for fish strength. Then you get other quests to develop your skills. These are fish strength, body toughness, movement speed, jump force, and sidekick power.
Whoa, I like that.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So, as you get stronger, you will find some people that want to test your new powers on other players. That makes them criminals and are able to be attacked. So, you get points in XP for saving innocents and killing villains. So, I played for a while and even got my dad to try for a while. Leveling up skills are easy but boring. Also, when someone does attack you, you really have no defense. So, this is really just makes people that are strong attack the weak. And I enjoyed leveling up, but not dying for no reason over and over again. Most people just want to be good guys. Well, the people that decide to be bad guys go on the server and kill everyone and then leaves. They get credit for the kills. And there's no villains in the server anymore.
Oh, yes, that's true.
So I give Super Power Training Simulator 4 out of 10 stars because it is fun to level up your skills, but the attacking system is not fun and encourage higher level people to prey on the weak. See David Smith Law.com.
You can call him at 407-801-2667.
Wait, you are not Chuck.
My dad can help when people get hurt. He loves to help people.
If you are ever injured at work or in a car accident, you should call my friend Chuck.
You can call him at 407-801-2667.
The website again is cwsmithlaw.com.
Offices, Orlando.
Does it actually have that much W's?
Over 40 years, Lighthouse Central Florida has provided education, independent life skills, and job training to thousands of Central Floridians who live with blindness or any degree of vision loss. Whether it's picking out clothes in the morning or just moving around your community and serving Orange, Seminole, and Osceola counties, contact Lighthouse Central Florida at 407-898-2483 or visit them online at lighthousecfl.org. Now it's time for the book of the week. In Due Time, Stay a Spell. This book is written by Nicholas O. Time. Let me read the back of the book. In fact, Sofie, would you want to do the honors?
Sure. When Jada discovers her school library has a book that's actually a time machine, she's not really impressed. When she's invited to try it out, she says she just wants to go back in time 1 week and retake her spelling test. But then the book sends Jada and her friends back to 1977 instead. And it's more fun than she ever imagined. Join these 3 kids on a hilarious time-traveling adventure to the 1970s and back home again, just in time for dinner. That's pretty cool.
I know, right? So first off, this is an AR book and is worth an amazing 3 points. It is rated for 4th grade, 5th month. So this is a grit, but it gets some good points. And just like last week, we are talking about my favorite subject, time travel. So the story is about this kid named Jada and her friends Daniel and Abby. So they go to middle school, and Jada loves to design new clothes. She's going to be a fashion designer when she grows up. They all go to the same school, and they have an interesting librarian, Mrs. Tremont. She is a time traveler. She offers Jada to use the Book of Memories to learn and have an adventure. Jada wanted to go back 1 week to pass her spelling test, but instead, she ends up in 1977.
Ooh.
She finds herself in a designer studio of a brand new movie called Star Wars.
Whoa.
There, she learns just how important spelling can be, even if you want to be a designer. So, Jada figures out how powerful a time machine is and goes back even further to ancient Egypt to see the fashion designs there. And well, I can't tell you everything. Just know that it was very exciting and you should really read the book. You can get it at your local library or on Amazon.
Woohoo. I like that.
I do. So I give In Due Time Stay a Spell 10 out of 10 stars because I really, 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 really love time travel stories. And in this series, it's been so much fun to read. And I like how the kids learn a lesson during their adventures. I suggest all kids in 3rd grade and up should read these books.
The Tiberius Show would like to thank one of our awesome sponsors, SlutChannelUS.com. These guys are very, very cool. They bring 21st century surface drainage solutions to reality. They can do corporate and government work. These are the guys that make roads and bridges safe in the rain. You can see all about them at SlutChannelUS.com. That website again is SlutChannelUS.com. The Tiberius Show would like to thank one of our dedicated sponsors, Custom Designs Orlando. These guys are on Mills Avenue and do all sorts of stuff, ranging from photo ID badges, engraved signs, custom Braille ADA signs, vinyl lettering, to trophies and awards. They can ship products all over the United States. You can reach them at 407-898-0373.
And now it's time for our interview of an interesting person. Today's guest is going to be so much fun. Today we have the one, the only, the amazing Sofie Nubani. Sofie is the co-owner of Laughter Mindset, which teaches how to laugh through life and have a positive attitude through meditation and laughter.
Lovely. Thank you so much for such an enthusiastic introduction.
Thank you. So first off, how are you enjoying being on the show?
I'm loving it already.
Wow. So, to jump right in, you have been running a business about laughter. And it's no joke. How does laughter make our lives better?
Oh, just like you did. You see, when I first came in, and you were such a joy, and I felt so comfortable because we were laughing together. Mm-hmm. So laughter instantly dissolves any tension, and it is like an instant vacation. Your soul travels immediately to a better feeling. And when you're in that space, you can feel better, think better, and you can actually bond with people more because you're not there judging or thinking, you're just being yourself.
Okay, so this is a hard one. Can you explain exactly what is meditation and why is it important?
Very good question. Actually, meditation is more like the stillness of your mind, being able to calm yourself down and mute the background noise and allow yourself to either travel outside your body because you like time travel and or to simply can focus like on your breath and allow yourself to gradually relax and be in a state where you are in that easiness, so you can be calm and collective and be able to think more clear to your next venture or step that you're doing.
Okay, so now you also have a podcast show. Can you tell me about it?
Oh, yes. We, myself and Dr. Bob Choate, he's known as the Transformational Grandmaster. We have 2 shows. One is called Meet the Expert, and we interview experts in their fields. And one is called Meet the Author. And we interview authors and we allow them to share their backstories on our podcast with all our audience on all our social media platforms.
What was the coolest thing you got to do when doing your workshops?
Oh, just meeting different people and having them share their experience and the feedback, and especially those who have been able to receive like a breakthrough of something that they were holding and finally they released it and they had an awareness to what it was and where it came from or why.
Okay, so what is more fun, the radio podcast or the workshops?
I love both because I so much love being in service and I can't get enough of it. So I'm always wanting to do something. So the workshops is really meeting all of the people that we are online knowing, and it's really nice to get to know them in person and to expand our connection and collaboration and growth together. So each one has a different flavor. It's almost like, do you like apples or tomatoes? I mean, each one has a different flavor. And everyone could, say, I like a little bit of this, at this time. And then for that, I like the other one.
So what is the hardest part about running a business about laughter?
Everybody thinks it's a joke. Are you kidding me?
My friends always used to think this is a joke.
They didn't believe you.
Yeah, they didn't believe
So you know what I'm talking about.
But when 2 classes saw the Fox 35 News interview, they went crazy.
You became so popular then, right?
Yep.
Well, it's we live in such a very fast-paced time that people are taking life too serious, and they're into, setting goals and going into their corporate meetings and doing all these things. And it's hard for them to unwind and to have a laughter mindset. So the whole purpose of the laughter mindset is to transition these people from a very rigid, very serious day to a more harmonious, joyous day by incorporating humor into their day while they're still growing and learning.
Wow. So, if you could ensure that one particular person listens to your show, who would it be?
Anyone who's having difficulties in letting go of worry, and I invite them to take and adopt a new way of living and understand and learn more about a laughter mindset so that they can cope and deal with life a lot easier.
Wow. So now I got to go to one of your workshops, and it was a lot of fun.
Oh.
When will the next one be?
In October. Mid of October.
Okay. So now, if my listeners wanted to grow up and do what you do for a living, what advice would you give them?
If they want to do what I'm doing for a living? I always say you got to have, as Johnny Tan says, he's the author of, he's the also podcaster of Your Mama's Kitchen, and he co-authored with also Jack Canfield, who is the author of Chicken Soup of the Soul. He talks a lot about authentic integrity. And I truly would say that when we are authentic to our purpose and true to ourselves, that we follow our passion, and that whenever we go through what we want to serve as a mission or a program or whatever you're trying to create in this world, that'll be so aligned with your soul expression that you so enjoy it, that people feel the love and vibration and they all want to be part of it. So don't just do this if you just feel because it's only cool and it sounds cool, but you really don't understand how it can help you or others, or how you can help others. So if you feel it in your heart, in your soul, then I will encourage them to talk to people who are doing that, who also would save them a lot of, maybe mistakes they could have entered to because of, the beginning. It's always tough, and people sometimes have to go through trials before they really make it to where they want to be. So I would suggest a little bit research, and then make sure that you're aligned with that, and go for it. Just start from somewhere.
So what's the biggest mistake you ever made? And how did it change you as a person?
The biggest mistake? You see, I don't know if I'm a little bit over positive, okay? Because I always look at mistakes. I don't look at them as mistakes. That I always look at it as a feedback. If so, what is an experience that I've had that could have been better if I did something different? So I'm always fascinated by the challenge and growth that each one gives me. And I don't really look at them as a mistake, more as an experience that I've grown from. And so when I came to the United States, I was, young, and the culture was so different. And I was very adventurous because I'm very curious. I love to learn. And you got to put yourself out there when you're learning. But when I was going through my divorce, it was tough because I had an only child, and both me and his father loved him dearly, and we both still do. And me and his daddy are best of friends till this day. So things sometimes don't work out, But it was an experience, okay? And I learned that when you unconditionally love a person, it doesn't matter what the status attached to it or title, that it's always about the genuine care and the authentic intention that you have and share with a person. And it doesn't mean it's the end of a relationship. It just means in that phase, the role ended, but we're still best friends today. So this is type of the things when I tell you that it's experiences. That would be one of them, I would say, that I grew a lot from because I did not get any support on it.
Is there anything else you think my listeners should know about you?
So absolutely. I love connecting with people and learning more about their stories and what makes them who they are. So anyone that loves to connect, I love to meet with them and get to know them more in person. I have a social media platforms. The laughtermindset.com is our website. And on Facebook, they can connect on Sofie Nubani. That is S-O-F as in Frank, I-E, N-U-B-A-N-I. And they can connect with me there on my personal page. I might not have enough because, I have 5,000 friends. Sometimes it's hard, to accept new people, but I have a lot of people that do follow my page. Or they can connect to me on Messenger. And on LinkedIn, it's also Sofie Nubani, and I get a lot of good connections there. On Instagram, it's Sofie.Nubani. And if they're interested in groups, myself and Dr. Bob Choate are admins on 2 groups in Facebook. One is called the Laughter Mindset Group, and the other one's called Wisdom Cafe. And they can request to join. We'd love to grow, celebrate, learn, and glow together.
Wow. So if you could teach me one thing that's really stuck, what would it be?
I would say the art of mindfulness. because it's going to allow you to center and think clear when you face any challenges, also when you're making decisions and when you're trying to do problem solvings. It will encourage your creativity and your imagination, which is really cool because that's where all the magic starts.
So what's that one question that you think I forgot to ask you?
How old I am?
How old are you?
Oh, no.
That's what I was about to ask.
Holy moly.
I wanted to ask that.
Ta-da-da-da-da. I am 46 wiser.
Ooh, you're as old as my mom.
See, that's why I love you.
Thank you, Sophie, for being my special guest. Can you stick around for Math Corners?
Oh, blessings. Thank you for having me on your show. I so enjoyed being here. And this is a new experience because I do a lot of live shows. And I love the way you have your studio set up. I like the clarity and the comfort and the hospitality. And this is really cool. I pray that you're going to be very successful in serving your mission because I know you're so passionate about what you do. And I can't wait to interview you on Meet the Expert show.
Mid-State Fire has been providing top-quality fire equipment services for 3 generations to the Central Florida area. Don't wait for an emergency to repair. Call Mid-State Fire today at 407-246-8855. Get your fire extinguishers and emergency lighting for both your home and businesses by visiting www.midstatefire.com. That number again is 407-246-8855. The Tiberius Show would like to thank Boggy Creek Airboat Adventures for being one of our sponsors. I got to go on an airboat and saw a real gator. I even got to go to the gem mine and mine for some gems. We ate a steak dinner at the restaurant and even got some gator bites. If you want to have a blast with the entire family, I suggest you go to www.bcairboats.com right now. Get your tickets today. The website again is bcairboats.com. Oak Ridge Gun Range is a family-oriented shooting range that has been in business for over 30 years. They specialize in basic firearm training and offer numerous services such as consignments, gun trades, gunsmithing, and concealed weapon classes. I even got my training for gun safety at Oak Ridge Gun Range. Great customer service, and firearm safety is what they do best. So find out more at oakridgegunrange.com.
Get ready, it's time for the Bowling Score Report.
Okay, I had a blast at bowling this week. I got an 83, a 117,
Whoa.
and a 132 on the final game. And I got to play with Mia, Kyle, MJ, and Emmy. It was fun to get back into bowling. Oh, I got to try something new. The place that I bowl at, Boardwalk Bowling, installed a device in the building. It's called Hyperdeck. It is a VR deck that moves and creates an amazing virtual world for you to play in. I got to try it, and I will be reviewing it soon. It was so much fun.
That sounds like fun.
I know, right? So, if you want to go bowling with me, be sure to join me at the new Fall League at Boardwalk Bowling Saturdays at 10 a.m. in the morning, bruh.
That sounds like cool and fun.
I know.
Tiberius' favorite subject, it's Math Corners.
Thank you so much, Sophie, for helping me with Math Corners. Today, we are going to talk about base 10 blocks. So I've been working with this new math program called Feckle, and this week I have been practicing base 10 blocks. Now, these are real or simulated on the computer blocks that were designed in 1994 as a way to teach addition and subtraction to students quickly. So first, you have the one-place blocks, which are little cubes. Then you have the long ones, which is 10 cubes in a line.
Then you have flats or a 10 by 10 group of blocks. And then you finally have a big block, which is 10 flats on top of others, to making a very large cube.
Cool.
So each of these helps to define a place value. The ones place, the tens place, the hundreds place, and the thousands place. So you can count very large numbers by using the correct blocks or the place values and adding them together. So if we have 3 ones blocks and 2 10 blocks and 300 blocks, your number would be 323. If you add 2 1 blocks, you would have 325, and then if you take away 100 block, you have 225. So you can keep adding and subtracting blocks quickly to do the math with the larger numbers.
That's really cool. That's making it more simplified and an easier way to use. I didn't know about that. I would definitely share this, and I want to share it with my friends who have children and maybe adults that can actually benefit from this.
And now it's time for Heart of a Lion. We, the Tiberius Show, like living with the heart of a lion. Living with the heart of a lion stands for leadership, integrity, obedience, and nobility.
So this week we're going to talk about obedience. For me, I think obedience is being fully committed to doing what is pleasing to God. The qualities of obedience are compliance with a good attitude and respect for the laws. You know when someone is obedient, when they follow instructions willingly and thoroughly. So last week my dad took me to a museum and told me that there was a presentation that I needed to sit very still during it. Now I don't sit still. Well, my dad told me to do it and I had to obey. I really did not want to, but I did it anyway with a smile on my face. And well, it was pretty cool. I was with my guest Sofie, and she was explaining a meditation thing. It was very neat, and then we got to taste a number of different kinds of chocolate. So, see, I wanted to meet Sofie, and I wanted the chocolate. But sitting still, well, that part was hard. And it turned out that I got to see something really cool. Did you see or use obedience at all this week?
Yes, I mean, we use it all the time. I work with Marriott Vacation Club. So we have processes that we follow for people and clients, and we have to follow those processes according to the rules of the company, and being professional and authentic and having good ethics, you have to do it with obedience. And that's part of truly being true to yourself and also to whoever you're working with and dealing with in that area.
We should always try and be line strong in everything we do.
Amen to that. Mm-hmm. I agree, 100%.
And that's our show, folks. I want to thank the one, the only, the amazing Sofie Nubani for being my special guest this week. It's been so much fun talking with you today, and I look forward to learning more and more about meditation and living a life full of laughter.
Oh, this has been amazing. I am so grateful that I got to spend time with you in person in your studio and also sharing your show. I want to share your show with everybody I know. I want every kid to be inspired by what you do and learn how to tap into their creativity and have their own voice out there. And not only that, you're educating people. I learned some things from you today.
Really?
That is so cool. Absolutely.
And be sure to listen to us next week on the Tiberius Show. Your host, Tiberius Boy!
The Tiberius Show is not filmed in front of a live studio audience. Executive producer, Joseph Boy. Production editor, Pierre Laguerre. Green Room manager, Danny Boy. Broadcast associate, James Smith. And your program host, Tiberius Boy. The Tiberius Show is copyright 2018.